Welcome to This Show Is Not About Menopause, because menopause is only one day, so that would be a pretty short show. Hi, my name is Shirley. I'm the founder of Menopause Chicks and privileged to be your host for these important women's health conversations. This is where you will find quality information and key insights about all things women's health, the years before menopause and every year after. Today is editorial day. That means your guest is me. I want to share with you something that is never going to go away: misinformation. How do we solve a problem like misinformation? I don't have the answers, but I know it is my job to raise awareness and to continue to be your curator of and your concierge so you can find trusted, evidence-based information in order to make the health decisions that are right for you. I want to start by saying something that might not seem obvious at first. Many believe that not talking about menopause is the problem. It is not. There are many voices, people, brands, health professionals talking about menopause right now. But talking about menopause is not enough, especially if it continues to perpetuate outdated myths and misconceptions. I'm not going to lie to you. These last few weeks have been a challenge that I will continue to be up for because women's health is that important to me and important to you, for your current and your future health. So let's start by raising awareness of misinformation, especially with women's midlife health. And these three examples, all of which are personal. Example number 1. My name, my byline, and my photo was recently attached to a journal article that was not written by me. It was written by an AI bot, artificial intelligence. The information was printed, published, and distributed without me proofreading it. And it was inaccurate. Now, to be clear, this was not an AI mistake. This was a human error in judgment. We now live in an era where we are not only fighting the confusing information from Dr. Google, we are also navigating health information that's curated by robots. Do I think there are key roles for AI in healthcare? Yes. Is it my job to highlight for you how AI might impact your health education? Also, yes. I was recently reading an article by a researcher at the University of Washington who spoke about AI and how amazing it can be 90% of the time. But he also took the time to educate me and point out that if AI is not accurate 10% of the time, that means or equates to 100 million monthly users who are consuming inaccurate information. I started MenopauseChicks.com and Menopause Chicks community because I aspired to be your trusted conduit, to be the bridge to quality, verified, evidence-based information. And I'm very proud of my efforts to date. And truth bomb, we live in a time where you could see my brand beside words that I did not write. My second example is that my face was printed beside incorrect information regarding symptoms of perimenopause. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, I just did the air quotes for symptoms of perimenopause and definitions of perimenopause and postmenopause. There are no symptoms of perimenopause. That phrase is misleading, as perimenopause is not a condition, and putting every women's health concern into a bucket and labeling it perimenopause is not moving women's health forward. Yes, there are symptoms of hormone fluctuations and symptoms of hormone decline, and it's dangerous to list things like fatigue as one of them. And here's why. Symptoms of hormone changes are almost always multifactorial and very often dismissed by both women and healthcare professionals. Why is this so important? Because when adverse health experiences are dismissed, we are missing the opportunity to find and treat the root cause. Dismissing something like fatigue as perimenopause might mean missing the opportunity to treat what is causing the fatigue. Iron deficiency, thyroid condition, or in my friend's recent example, her mom was experiencing fatigue, and a few days later, she was diagnosed with myeloma. If you've followed Menopause Chicks for a while, you know that I continually emphasize the need to find and treat the root cause. Other examples to be aware of when we are talking about, quote, perimenopause or menopause symptoms: hair loss, restless legs, heart palpitations, even weight gain. We need to be flexing our curiosity muscle so that we have the opportunity to find and treat the root cause. And probably the most popular yet misunderstood of symptoms is hot flashes. Hot flashes are a symptom of fluctuating or declining hormones, but they serve a purpose. And that purpose is to act like a check engine light, so that when they come on, or when we see the check engine light come on in our vehicle, we get curious right away. We lift the hood and we want to find and treat the root cause because we want to extend the life of our vehicle. The same thing needs to happen with hot flashes, so that we get curious, we realize that hormones are beginning to decline, and then we have this incredible window of opportunity to invest in the next 3 to 5 decades, which includes our heart health, our bone health, our brain health, and our vaginal health. And the third example I want to draw attention to when it comes to being aware of misinformation is this. I was recently asked to proof copy that said drinking more water, eating the right diet, and exercising more would improve vaginal dryness. Well, FYI, vaginal dryness is caused by a decline in hyaluronic acid and a decline in estrogen postmenopause. Vaginal dryness is not caused by lack of hydration, lack of broccoli, or lack of exercise. We cannot broccoli and water our way out of estrogen or hyaluronic acid decline. So if anyone who tries to tell you it's your fault and that you're not doing things right, or that you just need to do better, or that it's something you need to put up with, suck it up, or it's just part of being a woman, or it's just part of getting older, I am here to tell you they are wrong. Oh my word, we have a long way to go, and go I shall, with you in this community, because we deserve to feel amazing. Thank you so much for being here. There are many voices talking about menopause, who may not yet know what they don't know. But some of those voices are listening, and that's what matters. Because when we know better, we do better. So thank you for listening. I know you have many options for where you spend your time, so I am grateful you chose this show today. If you enjoyed this episode and this editorial, please subscribe, like it, share it with others, and follow me on social media at Menopause Chicks. I'd like to sincerely thank all the folks who support this show and share my mission for women's health. Vichy Laboratoire, Ferropro Iron, Feel Amazing Vulva and Vaginal Moisturizer, and Intimate Wellbeing. And you can learn more in the show notes. Plus a big shout out to the team here at Oh Boy Productions. And please remember, someone you know needs this quality information. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you love. Thank you for sharing, and see you next week on This Show Is Not About Menopause. Feel Amazing Vulva and Vaginal Moisturizer. What can I say? This might be one of the proudest projects from Menopause Chicks to date. A few years ago, I asked women what they wanted me to research. The answer was overwhelmingly another solution for vaginal dryness. That's because 86% of women experience vulva and vaginal dryness in postmenopause, and yet less than 4% have an easy, viable solution. And research shows hyaluronic acid is effective for both the prevention and treatment of dryness. So we took this challenge to a team of pharmacists who created Feel Amazing Vulva and Vaginal Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid and a little vitamin E. It's a product created by a community for its community. And you can learn more at moisturizeyourvagina.com.